Hey everyone, this is Sports Media 93 back again with another video. I wanted to talk about the recent remarks of Joe Rogan and his critique he had on Stephen A. Smith as regards to the Cowboy Cerrone fight versus Conor McGregor, and how he took issue of the remarks Stephen A. Smith said of his UFC analysis on the fight and that had happened, and with him not being pleased with the issue on his breakdown of the fight. When it comes to this discussion video, I perfectly understand where Joe Rogan was coming from. As I see it, Stephen A. Smith didn't know what the hell he was talking about, as usual, when it came to the fight of MMA. People like Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, and etc., those are what you call casual UFC fans. Those are people that don't really watch the sport closely or all the fights that have happened. They only watch the superstar fights like John Jones, Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, and etc. They don't really know the sport in and out to really break down and make a accurate analysis of the sport to the start UFC fans. So when they make takes on these type of fights to a heavy UFC fan, they sound ridiculous and foolish. For example, like Stephen A. Smith, when he made a take on the Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz fight, and he used a ridiculous comment saying that Nate Diaz used a quote unquote sumo style of wrestling. From a heavy UFC fans, you're gonna bust out laughing hearing this dumbass take because you're not used to hearing that. When people like that, you could tell they don't really watch the sport closely like that. So of course it's gonna sound foolish when they sound the sport, and that's why Joe Rogan made his remarks when it comes to Stephen A. Smith and his take on the sport. Because honestly, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, and it sounds ridiculous as regards to this situation. Now I understand that people like Stephen A. Smith, they don't really watch the sport closely, but if you don't really watch the sport closely, then I think you really shouldn't be talking as regards to that, especially to when a guy as long as Joe Rogan has been commentating on the sport as long as takes such issues as regards to this. Of course, he's gonna feel some type of way when you're not making an accurate statement saying that Donald Cerrone quit. As regards to the UFC, this is a blood-driven sport where anything can happen, where you could lose by TKO, knockout, or submission. You see no Jorge Masvidal fight where the fight literally ended in 5 seconds. You can't tell me that Ben Askren quit after getting knocked out like that. This is the UFC where you could lose multiple ways. So saying that Donald Cerrone quit was very ignorant on his part as regards to the UFC. So I'm not surprised by that. He did make a response to Joe Rogan on his Instagram page, but I'm not gonna even bother responding to that video and giving it depth because there's no substance to his point that he was making. That Joe Rogan was trying to say that he really doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's a bad look to him for making this type of statements as regards to the UFC overall and his take on the sport. So far, those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. This is Sports Media 93 starting off. Peace.